Welcome back to CS195 Web Development. This is week 5, CSS fonts. We are on lesson CSS font styles and shorthand. So this is more font properties yet again, so it'll be a fairly quick lesson. Our big piece is to go over font style and font weight. So therefore our success criteria is making sure that you can add a rule that changes the style of the font, i.e. italic and bold. So let's get straight into the con video and then we'll try it out together.
Let's see what else we can change about the font. What if we want this first paragraph to be bold? We could wrap the whole paragraph in a strong tag, but that would be kind of an abuse of the strong tag. We're not really trying to say that the whole first paragraph is a highlight. We just think it might look better bolded. So instead, we should use a CSS property, font weight. Let's go up to the relevant CSS rule and say font-weight: bold. Ta-da, it's bold. Now, what if we want to make all these lyrics italicized, slanted? Once again, we could wrap them all in an M tag because the browser always defaults to giving M italicized style. But we shouldn't do that because that's kind of an abuse of the M tag. We're not trying to emphasize the whole song. We just think it might look better italicized. So instead, we should use a CSS property, font style. Let's go up to our relevant rules, song lyrics. Say font-style:_italic. Okay, great. Notice that we have a bunch of font-related properties in one rule for our lyrics. We've got font family, font size, and font style. If we want, we can actually bundle them up into a single property, font. Just writing font italic, 13 pix, fantasy. Okay, and we can delete the 3 properties that we used to have and everything looks the same. This is called a shorthand property since, as you can see, it's a lot shorter. But me, I don't like it because I always forget what order to write the properties in, and it's just easier if I write them out one at a time.
So as you're saying, you can learn to do this one. I use it for bold. I have the bold one memorized, but I don't have the font one memorized because I normally don't assign that much to fonts. So if I need it, it's in only ever 2 of them. So again, I don't normally use the font one, but I do know the bold one, so they are useful. But the key is, again, font weight does bold, font style does italic, not italics. All right, not italics, italic. So let's go ahead and try this out together. Full screen this. Make it so you can see it. All right, so here's a couple things. We're actually going to need to add a paragraph to this so we can see some of this. And what we're going to do is, again, all I did was just click at the end of this, add the paragraph. Because I'm going to show you a couple things. Like, here's the first thing, right? So we're on the H1. We want to make it bold, font dash weight. Again, you know you spelled it right because it turns purple. And let's do bold. Nothing happened, right? Remember, the default of the H1 is already bold, right? It's already bold, so therefore it doesn't do anything. Now we can do font style and make it italic. So it can be bold and italic, but it's already bold. So if we go to paragraph, squiggly bracket, enter, I'm going to just go ahead and Control X, Control V, and now this is bold as well. This paragraph is bold as well. So you can do all kinds of things. We're going to learn, we already learned the span tag, right? So you could add a span tag if you just wanted to do one word, but that's kind of the gist of how this works. Font style does italic, font weight does bold. Now, something to be cognizant of as you're going through some of the challenges, there's more to font style, so you might want to Google it first. And there's more to font weight. There's numbers. It's things like 1 to 10, and there's light, bold, normal. There's different pieces, and each of these words equal a number. So again, I recommend before you go on to the practice to go ahead and Google font style and font weight real quick, see what they look like, and then go ahead and practice, do the challenge journal entry. That's all I got for this lesson. We'll see you next lesson.